What is up, you guys? This is a cool deck that's been around for a while, and I've been having a lot of fun playing it with its new support in OP13. In this video, I'll go over the deck list that I've found success with, explaining each card and how it fits into the strategy. I'll also go over other tools you can add to your deck to make it fit your personal playstyle, and I'll end it by breaking down the top matchups in OP13 to help you win your next locals. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like these. UTA is a 5-life, 5000 power leader with one solid effect. Once per turn, if she has a Dawn attached to her, when you attack, you can add the top card of your deck to your hand if it's a film type card. This leader is all about draw power and consistency, so let's see what we can do. Because her leader effect essentially lets you draw 2 cards each turn, you want to maximize her effect by using it every turn. Going first is definitely the move, so you can start attacking and accumulating advantage right away. Another step to that is to play only film type cards. I know there are a lot of good green tools, but missing off of your leader is just too devastating. It feels terrible. There are tons of good film cards though, so there's no worries there. And your other searchers only dig 3 cards deep, so it makes a lot of sense to play all film cards. New Genesis is a crazy card, letting you add a card from your deck to your hand and then restanding the Dawn that it took to use it. It's just a completely free searcher that isn't even once per turn, so if you have a few, you can just blast through your deck to find what you need. I say this because it's usually stronger to hold on to these and not use them in the early game. It's really strong to use it in the late game when you're searching for a specific character or event that can help clear out an important card your opponent controls or help go for game. Drawing twice per turn, and with the help of some other cards, you can easily accumulate these and not worry about bricking due to your large hand size. The 3-cost Nami is another great searcher. When you play her, and each time she attacks, you can spend 1 more Dawn to search the top 3 for another film type card. This works perfectly on your 5 Dawn turn, since you can put 1 on your leader to draw, and then spend 4 for Nami. If you're going second, no big deal, you can still drop her and use her the next turn, or forego your leader effect if you aren't against a 6k leader. UTA is known for her songs, so her music events are a huge part of her strategy. Besides New Genesis, you have a few solid options. For 3 Dawn, I'm Invincible lets you restand your leader, giving you an extra attack that your opponent might not expect. Backlight is really strong too. For just 2 Dawn, you get to pick the effect. You can either rest one of your opponent's 5-cost or lower characters, or if it's already rested, you can pop it. This is super useful because the strongest characters are often 5-cost, so getting rid of things after they attack for just 2 Dawn feels like cheating. Remember, things like Finger Pistol and Mulgun take 4 Dawn, so at half the price, it's very easy and convenient to use. Until OP14 comes out though, you don't have any in-archetype ways of resting your opponent's cards. You can play things like Hody Jones or Demon Aura 9-sword style Ashura Blades draw in Deadman's Game, but that reduces the capacity and consistency of your leader's effect. I don't think it's worth it to combo with Backlight, since Backlight is good enough on its own. And it'll become so much stronger when the new film Nami comes out, since on play she rests... Wait a minute, am I reading that right? Up to 2 8-cost or lower characters for just 4 Dawn? And then in the end phase you get 5 Dawn back? That just feels insane! Unfortunately, until EBO3 comes out, you won't really have a solid way to use your Dawn during your opponent's turn, unless you put in out-of-archetype counter events. You absolutely can play Deadman's Game, but outside of that, there aren't many good options, so I wouldn't focus my build on characters that put Dawn back as active during the end phase. Instead, investing in your characters will be much stronger. The new Beppo can restand itself during each of your end phases, letting you put consistent pressure on your opponent with repeated 7k swings. The 4-cost Zoro can also restand himself every end phase, and he gets you 2 Dawn back when you play him. The new 4-cost Uta also restands 2 Dawn when you play her. Both of these cards basically hit the field for just 2 Dawn. She's great for field presence too though, since on KO she can play a 5-cost or lower character from your hand. This is a great way to cheat out Beppo, but she can play any other lower cost card too, and even another copy of herself. An aggressive build will be optimal for Uta, since she will have a ton of card advantage and inherently better defense with her 5 starting life. The 9-cost Shanks can pop any of your opponent's rested characters, regardless of their cost. This is insanely punishing, especially against aggressive decks and rush characters. Besides Shanks, the best way to get a jump on your opponent will be from cards that can play other cards. The 7-cost Luffy is a great example. He's a 7000 power blocker that can play a 4-cost or lower character from your hand. This is great for playing something like Zoro or Uta, since you can do this on your 7-Don turn, restanding 2 to let you use your leader's effect. Another card you can play off Luffy is a 4-cost Brook, which can just play you another card. This one will have to be 3 costs or lower, so your options are more limited, but you still have strong choices like Nami. This blocker Uta is also nice because she can restand characters by pitching an event from your hand. That means you can even attack with your Luffy blockers, pushing out extra damage and then still letting him stop and attack the next turn just by discarding a brick from your hand. It's really useful to restand your characters to protect your field so you can keep a lot of pressure on your opponent. Normally, it's better to restand your smaller ones, so if they want to attack over something, they have to swing into higher powered ones. Another card for this that I really like is a 2-cost Bartolomeo. Each turn, you can rest him to restand something else. This is really convenient to play off of Brook, especially after playing Brook off of Luffy. For more field presence that you can play off of Brook, the 3-cost Katakuri is really nice. If you have at least 6 rested cards, he gains 2000 power. That means if you have 5 rested and attack with him, he becomes a 6th, making him really convenient to power up. This boost even lasts during your opponent's turn, so he's also tough to attack over. Your opponent won't always be distracted on your characters though, especially if you keep restanding them. To protect your life, a lot of people play the 6-cost Law for another blocker. While he can be good in conjunction with Zoro or Uta already on the field, effectively just restanding 2 Dawn for you, you don't have any 1-cost Searchers or other 5-cost powerhouses that you're looking to cheat out or recycle onto the field. Because of this, I much prefer the 5-cost Kobe, since he's much more consistent. He always restands 1 Dawn, letting you play him with no worries on your 5-Dawn turn, so you're still able to use your leader effect. Also, he's a counter, which is great because a lot of your defense will come from your larger hand size and ability to counter, since you want to protect your board whenever possible. I see a lot of people playing Sanji too, and while it's nice to restand 2 Dawn, you don't actually need the extra one in the end phase, so it's a little redundant. It can be helpful to play him on your 5-Dawn turn for some quick pressure, but until the new film event comes out, I find him to be less useful than some of your other 5-cost options. I just want to mention the 7-cost Uta from EBO3 while I'm at it, since she'll not only make your backlight stronger, but she combos so well with all of your other cards. First, she sets back a Dawn, which lets you use your leader effect. She also lets you rest a Dawn in your end phase, which makes the 5-cost Sanji worth playing again. He can restand a Dawn, and then she can rest it right away. These 2 cards will let you restand a character for free every turn, and it can even be herself, letting you swing 8k every turn. And while we're talking about new cards, the 3-cost Luffy is another great one coming out in OP14. He can boost your Straw Hats by 1000 power during your turn, and then during your opponent's turn, protect them from being removed by card effects just by resting a character. I'm really excited for him to come out. He's going to make a great addition to the deck. Against the top decks, you'll need to play aggressively, building up your board to have as many attacks as possible. With 5 life, you really don't mind taking a few hits, especially if it means saving up cards in your hand to use as counters to protect your characters. Emu is really frustrating because they can pop your cards, so the 7-cost Luffy, which is outside of their range, works really well. Playing things like Zoro and Beppo as well that force your opponent to pop them to remove them also work great. Uta is fine too, it's just unfortunate that she plays it rested, so they can still attack over whatever you play out. I wouldn't power up my characters or leader while you first start pushing damage, since 5 and 6k swings will wear down their hand and allow you to invest the Dawn elsewhere in building up your board. Even playing a Bartolomeo can really help. Letting things like your blockers attack and still have the potential to block with them will be really important for keeping card advantage later in the game. Drawing 2 every turn while being able to freely stop their 5k swings will help you turn the tides. Once they start dropping their 10 elders, Backlight will be really useful for resting their blockers, still letting you push for game. Ace is tough because they also are a card advantage machine. They have a ton of blockers, and lots of ways to draw cards. In this matchup too, I wouldn't worry about attacking for more than 6,000 power, unless you can make it to 8,000, since they can easily turn any brick in their hand into a 2k counter. Backlight is strong, since you can rest their blockers when you need to land hits, but you can also pop their Yamato and Atmos once they swing. They are blue, so they'll most likely be playing Pudding. To minimize your loss, playing Zoro to play out small characters like Bartolomeo, or Brook to play out Katakuri will help. However, since your leader effect is so consistent, you can easily regain the lost card advantage, and ace players will lose tempo on you when they play her, since it doesn't really do anything else, and essentially skips their own turn. Jozu is definitely strong, so don't be afraid to use your 9-cost Shanks on him. The best case is obviously using it on their 10 cost or even 9 cost Newgate after it attacks, but that'll happen really late in the game, and it just might not matter then. Against Green Zoro, focus heavily on your cards that can restand your characters, since their leader can only attack a second time if they attack into a character. Your blockers are simply less useful for this reason, but Luffy is still good, especially to build up your board. Taking life is completely fine, since you start with 5 and would rather take a few hits than lose your board. Backlight is also useful in this matchup to help remove threats like Tashiki and Smoker, and while you can rest them and their blockers, well, they can do the same to you. The I'm Invincible event can help give you an extra attack to get through their characters, especially since your board will be a little smaller, limiting your attacking potential. UTA is a really underrated deck that generates tons of card advantage, letting you out-resource your opponent as you outpace them by putting down many characters at once. With new support all the time, this is a great deck to build now as you prepare for future sets. I really enjoy playing this deck, and I hope you enjoyed the discussion. Comment below what you want to see next, and while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me out. If you're still here, you're the best, and I'll see you guys next time.